What's up, everybody? Yours truly back at it again, man. This is Chris, man, from That Square. I'm doing the Atlanta Falcons today mock draft. Um, First and foremost, I'm going through every single team, needs, everything that they want, what they need to get, actually. There's quite a bit of things the Falcons definitely need in this draft. Quite a bit. First things first, to me, top priority, you finish your season 7-10. There's a lot to unpack here, especially for the Falcons. The first three rounds they got George Karlaftis, Pion Winfrey, Kenneth Walker III, and Khalid Shakir. I'm gonna tell you who I got going for them. First things first, I do believe they need an edge rusher. That is true. So this is going to be mine's, right? This is going to be how I see it. The first four picks easily, right? So if we're looking at defensive line, I think they need to go. I believe in building inside first before you build outside. With that being said, if he's there at number 8, why not get the hometown favorite? Why not go on ahead and just shock everybody and get Jordan Davis, 6'6", 340 from the Georgia area. This guy here is just a beast. Why not get him right away? He instant start play guy. Jordan Davis is the perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons. Not just for the simple fact because he's from GA, but he fits the description of what I think they're trying to do on defense going forward, especially how they've got these guys projected, George Karlaftis and Pion Winfrey. Both of them going there. I'm like, well, just go ahead and just get your defensive lineman solid and solidified right away. Then you double dip again, which I said this is a very heavy draft. Very heavy draft when it comes to it. So picking again at 43, it's going to be a later round guy. So I like, once again, this is a personal thing, nothing bad to y'all against y'all, but what I like is I like this guy out of Texas A&M named Jaden Pevy, another defensive lineman. I think that they can go 3-4. Oh, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. The other boy from Texas A&M, Michael Clemons. Michael Clemons is the guy I like. I'm sorry, not Jaden Pevy. Michael Clemons is the guy that I'm looking for, especially out of Texas A&M. 270, 6'5", edge rusher, hits all the spots, 40 time 4.8. He can move. He's a hell of a threat. I like this guy a lot coming out of A&M. I really want him to come to my team, but I don't think he's going to be able to come to my team right away. I don't think that's not what we're looking for. But you get those guys. You go D-line first, then you get your edge rusher. Then you'll be straight, which is the same thing, D-line, D-line, D-line. But your interior D-line, Jordan Davis, you backdoor again, you get Michael Clemons. Now, if I'm the Falcons, I go offensive heavy. So at 58, 74, and 112 are all offensive players. Strictly for me, if I'm the Falcons organization. All offensive players. At 58, 74, I think, and 112. So I'm just going to rattle off 3 offensive players right away that I feel perfect in this system for them. Quiet as it's kept, there's a receiver. There's a receiver who's in the possessions, John Mechie III. I think he is perfect fit for them. Possession receiver, teams up with a fellow Alabama guy. Yours truly, Calvin Ridley. I think he'd be a great pick, especially coming in the third round? No, the second round. Second round, yeah. John Mechie III coming in the second round. I think that's a good fit for them. I love it. I love John Mechie there. A route runner, gets the job done. Just amazing. And then at 74, I think you go running back. And if he's there, I doubt he's going to be there at 74. I mean, we all love Kenneth Walker, Isaiah Spiller, those guys, Bryce Hall. But there's a guy that no one seems to be really speaking about. And he had a decent season. I'm not going to stunt. But I feel that he can do a lot more in this offense. And he was plagued by horrible quarterback play. Plagued by horrible quarterback play. That's really what it was. It kind of hurt him this year. And I think his name is going to be Cameron Harris out of the University of Miami. And the reason why I say Cameron Harris is because he runs a 4.2. This is laser time, I guess. 4.2, 210, 5'10. Doesn't press elite breakaway speed, but is fast enough to give you gaining yards in chunks. Um, I'm not going to lie. Poor offensive line, poor quarterback play, kind of really shot this young man's career. But I think if the Falcons give him a chance, he can catch out the backfield. He can be a threat. And if they don't like him there, they can also go and get, I might mess this boy's up, Matito Durant out of Duke. I think both of those running backs fit him perfect. Perfect in that system for the Falcons, especially what they want to do. And that is going to be at 74. At 112 for the Falcons, I'm going to go quarterback. I'm going quarterback. I'm not going to lie. This is a draft where you do not want to get a quarterback in. I'm not going to lie. No one really, surprises me or anything like that. They took Felipe Franks a year back or so. I just wasn't in love with the guy. Trash, to be honest with you. He was decent in Florida, though. But in this draft, we're going to go quarterback because you're going to need somebody. Matt Ryan is getting older. It doesn't look pretty. I think you get a bridge in the bridge underwater kind of quarterback in this draft. And I say that because Anthony Brown is not a bad quarterback out of Oregon. But I think you take him. Actually, to be honest with you, I changed back my narrative completely. I don't think you go quarterback if you're the Falcons. I think if you're the Falcons, you go offensive line here. This is what I think you do. I take that back because I think that you can get A.J. Brown. You can get that quarterback out of Oregon way later in a later round. I think you need to go ahead and beef up the interior line right away. You need to get I'd say a guard is what they need, but I don't think that's going to happen. And why not get a guard out of good old Oklahoma University, a.k.a. O-Line University? Tyrese Robinson, 6'3", 318 pounds, strong upper body strength, physical, powerful hands, works hard, gains positive running yards. He's more of a running blocker, and that's what the Falcons really need. They need to run the ball a lot more than throwing it. They didn't do too well running the ball last year, so I think Tyrese Robinson would be a great fit for them, especially at 112. Then at 150, I think again you go back offensive line again, and you kind of stay in the same area. You kind of just rebuild your line this draft, and I think that they can do that by getting yours truly, Chris Owens out of Alabama, or you could get Colin Newells out of Iowa State. I like Chris Owens more so out of Alabama, 6'3", 305. He's an anchor, plays well, low center gravity, naturally bends, seals the inside of the lanes. He's violent with his hands. That's a great thing, especially being a center. So, yeah, I think you get those two guys right away, Tyrese Robinson, Chris Owens to help you out on your line. Then you're picking at 188. This is the 6th round, and this is where I think you scoop up the quarterback that I was talking about out of Oregon, of course, Mr. Brown. So we'll pick the quarterback up out of Oregon. That's what I think we should do. Yeah, Anthony Brown. I said A.J. Brown. Anthony Brown is what I meant to say. I'm sorry, y'all. Anthony Brown at around 188, and then at 112, the projection here. This is kind of one of those. I hate to say this about NFL drafts, but like, there's free for all picks, and then there's just, all right, we have an extra pick to have an extra pick, right? So I think the Falcons address what they need by running back, receiver, 2 O linemen, 2 D linemen. I think they get a defensive back here in the later round. I'm not sold on a lot of defensive backs coming out. I'm not really sold on a lot of players in this draft. Once you get outside the O-line, D-line, it's kind of tough. They can go Trey Swelling out of Georgia Tech. Smart player. Pass defender, tackle, solo tackle is pretty decent. Just kind of a just grab you pick. Trey Swelling, strong hands, makes plays. He's well coached in the technique, awareness, and everything. So I think that fits him. So that kind of wraps up the Falcons draft from what I'm looking at, 8 all the way to 212. Really, like I said, the top priority for the Falcons, man, Jordan Davis and the other guy out of A&M, I can't think of his name right now. You solidify your D lineman right there. That right there will help them out immediately. And then, of course, going forward, the 3 offensive players that I named, double dipping on the line. This is just, you just make best of your picks, especially if you're the Falcons. You got 5 picks in the first 4 rounds, and make sure they all can hit right away and get on the field and play. So, a lot of them, like I said, they got George Karlaftis going out here. I don't think that he's going to go to the Falcons. I think you just get Jordan Davis, and you backdoor and get the other guy out of A&M. With that being said, man, y'all